Welcome everybody, man, to another episode of Southwest Detroit Chronicles, man. Right now, we're right here. I'm going to take you guys today to D Kinghood, aka the Kingdom. D Kings was a folk gang that was part of the Detroit Folk Alliance. Right here, right now, I'm around Christmas. Back in the day, like in 1994, counts us to be deep on every corner right here, at least 10 deep, but really take it, like I said, the D Kings was part of the Folk Detroit Alliance. They were down with the Cobras. They started like in 89, 90, 91. I think they lasted to about 95, 96. A lot of major indictments. A lot of them guys caught murder cases also in the early 90s. So they sort of went down. Went down pretty quick. So, yeah, they sort of went down real fast, man, with them indictments. But the D Kings was started by two brothers, man. That, I don't know really their reasons for starting the gang or why they started it from, but one rumor was it, man, that they had some, mainly some beef with the cash flows. And the cash flows I got that with the council, they joined the Folk Alliance. They named the crew D Kings, Detroit Kings. Now some people said that also they changed the name to Disciple Kings, but I don't know if that's true or not. I know a lot of them in prison end up turning Maniac, Aladdin, Disciple, but like I was saying, it was started by two brothers, and what I heard was that their father used to be a king from Chicago, Land King from Chicago, and that's how they got the name D Kings, but it was Detroit Kings. So right here on Christmas, Rogers and Campbell Street. Almost stop. This was this neighborhood, man. This one street, particular Campbell by here, man, always had a couple different crews. There was one well-known crew from over here called the Brotherhoods, and that was a bunch of guys that used to be Cobras. And when the main Cobras went to prison, these guys went off and did their own thing. But also, D Kings used to be around this area. Now they had like a little stretch of a neighborhood, man. No, we're gonna be pulling up right here on Lafayette, mainly off the service drive, and yeah, pretty much, man, them guys had from military in Lafayette all the way down to Spring Worlds in Lafayette, and it was a nice chunk of a neighborhood. But like I said, man, those two brothers, they started off the D Kings, Detroit Kings, and then you know, they got indicted, I believe, in the mid-90s, man, for drug cases. And like I said, man, the rest of their members, bro, they went to prison. A lot of them started catching murder cases, and a lot of them started, got down with other crews, mainly like WWGs or DOCs. And like I said, a lot of them that end up going to prison, they end up turning Maniac, Aladdin, Disciples. But yeah, here on Amherst, I remember, I'm gonna have to go around. I remember a count was killed because one of the main D Kings, man, used to live actually right up here, this house to the left. Called him Paramedic, and some counts went to go shoot him up, and it turned out bad, you know, for the counts. But this was D Kinghood over here. I gotta drive back around. This wasn't, it was part of the Kingdom, but Kingdom was mainly over here. Now there's a lot of construction work because of the new bridge they're building over here, man. Howard Street. So the D Kings, man, they were deep, man. You know, there was different rumors about their colors. The colors, some people said it was blue and black. Other people said it was green. It was purple and black. So you know, a few different. Some people say it was blue and white. I really never knew their colors, man. But I did. You know what? I used to see them always wearing their Duke outfits. So you know, that's why I think people might have thought it was blue and white. But you know, it. I believe it was really blue and black. So this is part of the kingdom right now, the kinghood, man. Right here, Calvary and Howard. So yeah, this is the kingdom, really, especially when you get over here to military, army, military, some are regular, known as the kingdom, where they call it the kingdom. Now, this little area, man, until about, like I said, man, was always different crews at one different time. A lot of big beefs, man. I remember we used to be right here on Livernois in the army, and a friend of mine got killed, went over here by one of them guys. So a lot of them, man, they started committing murders and all that. Like I said, a lot of them started getting caught and going to jail and shit. So Dragoon Army, Cross Dragoon, man, really, man. This side over here is the kinghood. Now you're kind of entering the kingdom, the D Kings. Livernois in the Army, like I said, man, at one time we used to hang out right here on Livernois in the Army. And like I said, man, a friend of mine got killed by them. You know, he was walking at night or whatever. You know, because sometimes it'd be council on this side a little bit, but mainly when you get deeper in here, this is Army, Crawford area. You know, you have little bit pockets of counts, don't be around here, you know, but then, you know, a couple months later, it'll be nothing but D Kings. But here we go, man. This is like Crawford. And now when you really get over on this side over here, this is where the D Kings used to be at. This is D Kinghood. It's kind of like the start of the kingdom. I'll take you guys to the heart of what they call the kingdom. But yeah, this was all D Kinghood. Rademacher was one of their main hangouts back in the day. Waterman, especially right up here. This for sure was. This for sure around this area right here, down when you cross Waterman, for sure you was in D Kinghood. Now, there used to be a building on Livernois in Army, and I swear to God, man, we just passed it up, and the building's not there no more, but that building constantly had D Kings in it, deep. I believe like one of the main ranking members named Tweet used to live in there, and they used to be in there deep, and you know, and it was like that for years. Waterman, Lafayette. There's places right here is called it used to be called GI Forum. And they used to have a lot of dances there, man. A lot of stuff used to jump off. Now we're over here. This Loran Street, all this was strong D King stronghold in this area. Like I said, the D Kings, they were around. They had some numbers, man. They had a long stretch of neighborhood. This, like, you know, this over here, Beard. And then they had about 50, 60 members, bro. Now the papers used to say that these guys, man, used to go recruit runaways from Ohio and stuff, man, like white people from Ohio or whatever. But pretty much, man, that wasn't true. I think there was one guy that was in the newspaper saying that he was a runaway from Ohio, because there was, you know, the Free Press was doing something on the gangs of Southwest a long time ago in the 90s. And they said that, you know, they took a man and all that stuff and everything, man. But there was one guy, man, and I really heard that he was really from around here. He just, you know, people moved to Ohio and he came back around this area. So, but the newspaper made it sound like it was a gang, like they were going and purposely recruiting runaways or whatever, but that wasn't true. That wasn't true at all, man. Right here on Green in Lafayette, this is where, you know, they used to be at. There used to be a corner store over there on Green and Lafayette, and there used to be a house right behind there, and they used to be deep there also. But, you know, they were mainly, they were a mixed game, bro. They were, you know, the leaders were Puerto Rican, but also some of the leaders were, you know, Mexican. It was mixed Mexican, Puerto Rican, you know, black, white, like, you know, any other clique here in Southwest, mixed up, all big mixture of them. So, yeah. This area now, like I said, the D-Kings started like in the 90s, and this is a restaurant. They started like in the 90s, like I said. And like I said, man, like the leaders got indicted early. And the ones that, you know, was in charge after that, man, like I said, man, a lot of people started catching murder cases, man, and so pretty much by, man, in the, you know, late 90s, they were basically gone. Like I said, most of them went off and either turned Del Rey Mafia or whatever, another folk gang, or like I said, man, a lot of them I noticed that I've known personally. I see now that they're repping maniacs, so maniac laying disciples. Then after they left this neighborhood, man, like I said, man, the DOCs were here in the 97s. They were deep over there on Green and Lafayette. And then after Green and after them, man, pretty much Sureños, man. There was a lot of Sureños over here. You know, like in the 2000s, 2010s. A lot of Sureños, but you see here, we hang here on Springwells. So after that, though, pretty much, man, that area looks like it's up and coming, man. A lot of them houses rebuilt over there, man. It actually looks nicer now. You see, they did a lot of graffiti here, man. Not a lot of graffiti, a lot of, you know, murals on this side. I'm gonna show you guys the Southwest mural. Springwell, so nice murals. So yeah, pretty much, man, that neighborhood, man, really from Waterman all the way down to here, the Springwells, man, was all mainly D-King hood back in the day. Then you crossed over here, and look at this, you know, that's cool. It's nice, oh man. Yeah, crossed over here, man, down Homer. Now this is going into, you have some Young Guns over here, you got some Cobras over here, you got flows down on the other side, so pretty much a mixture of people around here, man. Oh, damn, what's up? Old school folk graffiti, yeah. It looked pretty new though. Man, that's where that family got killed at, man. I think around last summer, bro, and I still don't understand it to this day. Husband and wife was killed, bro, was gunned down without no explanation, bro. No one still don't know to this day why that happened. They were outside, parked in their car, and I guess another car rolled up beside them, man, and smoked them, killed them, bro. And it was sad because they had a young family, and their family was in the car, their kids, and I believe their kids came out okay. Nothing happened to them, but their parents died, so that's awful, man. That's a traumatic experience that changed a child's life forever, man. So I'm gonna take you guys through the big long Southwest mural, man. Right here on Lawndale. So yeah, man, they started doing the murals around here, man. I think around late 2000. I'm not sure, or mid 2000, but this was one of the first ones that they did over here. The Southwest one. It's well known. If you see anything about Southwest Detroit, you see that mural. Also, man, a lot of them D Kings, man, they got down. You know, there's a biker crew, man, that's big, man. They're known here. It's called the Highwaymen. They're like, you know, our versions of the. Lord, here's the murals. Oh, no, nice. Like our versions of the Hells Angels or whatever, Outlaws. But a lot of folks, bro, they got down with them too. A lot of them used to be Cobras and D Kings, and they got down with the Highwaymen, which is a biker crew. Over here, this is real nice. A boxer. Who's a boxer? Yeah, but like I was saying, man, like you know, I think these murals right there pretty new, man. They started doing them like in the late 2000s, and then after that, man, they started, you know, pretty much doing them everywhere. There's more popping up every day. So, it's real nice. Back down Lafayette, man. This is take it down Green now. Oh, that's oh, that guy's staring at me all crazy for. Store, man. The store has been there for a long time. I believe it used to be right here on the corner, though. On the corner of Green, on the corner of Green and Lafayette. Going down Green. Happy's Bar, man. Coming on down. They raided a big rooster thing over there, man. They had all the roosters coming out of here. They had cockfighting going on in there, I guess. Yeah, like I was saying, all this was D King hood, man. Flat out, man. Back in them gang bang 90s, bro, there was borderlines, bro, boundaries, and you couldn't go past certain ones because you know for sure that was gonna be at like here. But you knew for sure not to go over there, because you was gonna run into a rival, you know. I remember we made a wrong turn, and there was a bunch of them in here at this house to the right. Them guys started shooting at us, man. Some guys started, there was a few incidents with them, man, where them guys started shooting at us over by this way on Crawford, too. Crawford and regular, man. But Crawford and regular, man, one, you know, it'd be like one summer it'd be Count Hood, and that summer it'd be, you know, Folk Hood. So I used to go back and forth. You always had these neighborhoods that were, to me, I call in between neighborhoods. You know, okay, when you cross over by this way, man, it was pretty much some days, like, you know, one minute it'd be Counts, next minute it'd be Folks, or Cobras, or D Kings, or Flows. So it's like in betweens, man. It's whatever the flavor, you know, whoever moves in that neighborhood at a certain time, man, and everyone starts hanging out around there, or someone hangs out, and you know, people start, you know what I'm saying, bringing these homies around or whatever, and they be, you know, start getting deep. So that's how I be, man. Be around here a lot, man. So there's a lot of neighborhoods that I label like that. I call them in between neighborhoods because they be in between at the time. They're just in between gangs at the time, basically. So Cadet Street. Cadet Street was known for the Cadet Mafia counts back in the 2000s. I think the late 2000s, early 2010s. Oh no, this is Infantry Cadet. The Cadet, man, the Cadet counts took over a whole building complex over here, man. That was abandoned, you know. It was, you know, it was just, you know, like foreclosed or whatever, but they took it over. Right up here on Dragoon and Cadet. Oh, a lot of speed bumps now, man. Now, I wish they would put these speed bumps in Dearborn when I live at. This park, man, this another story, man, another video. That park is well known for one thing that happened, man, in the gangbang era. It was like that park, Dragoon Park, but you know, that's a different video for a different story, dude. Cause that's another long story. But yeah. Military, oh man, house burnt down. Beautiful day out here in Southwest Detroit, man. Real nice. Right here, I'm gonna turn Vernon, man. We're going back into Old Count Hood. It's now Gentrifier Hood. I'll sit on a prayer. shooting sounds. Toledo Street, Toledo Calvary. Yeah, man, pretty much nowadays, man, there's things ain't as bad as they used to be, man. You know, you got gentrification over here, man. They're basically, you know, it's taking over this area, this neighborhood, man. And it's really a struggle. It's really a struggle, man, because they've been, you know, the Latino population has grown here in Detroit. It was even on the news the other day that it grew, you know, quite, you know, large over the past 10 years. I think it went up like 5, 6, 7% maybe. And you can tell, really, man, because, you know, before, man, it's like you used to see a mixture of different people or whatever, but now you just see all Latinos on this area, this side over here. But now when you get over there, though, past Clark a little bit, that's when the gentrifiers try to, you know, try to make their move or whatnot. So, yeah. So, like I said, man, when you get over there by past Clark or whatever, by Verner, that's where the gentrifiers, they're trying to basically, you know, knock that down and charge sky high, man, for stuff, man. There's a building over there. I swear to God, it's got like 20 bodies in it. I mean, people have been killed in that building over the years, and they shut it down just because of that reason, because of all the drugs and everything that was going on there, over there. You know, here 10 years later, it's opened up. It's opened back up, and the gentrifier, you know, they say, you know, and they charge $2,000 a unit. So I'm like, wow. They don't know how many souls are in there, but basically that's what they're trying to do, man. They did it with Corktown. They did it with here's some more murals. I think there's some nice ones here too. More murals, but yeah, they're basically trying to do it all in Southwest Detroit, man. But you know, I'm glad that the Latino population, man, is growing back over here, man, because these people, man, they just want to come and make a profit and like chase, you know, chase people that have been around in this neighborhood for years, man. 30, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. Some of these people are going back a long time over here. So basically, man, they you know, shooting up prices, man. You know, and hey, I don't not see, you know, people, you know, and then these motherfuckers don't have no kind of pity or nothing. They buy a property. You got someone who sell property. Like, for example, someone sold a building that my mom's friend was living in. They didn't tell them, and then they get this notice saying 30 days they got to be out. After being in this building or in this area for like 10 plus years, what's going on here? So but yeah, man, like I was saying, man, after people that have been there for so many years, man, they sit there and they try to chase them out, man. And you know, that's just wrong, dude. That's just wrong. It's horrible, man. It's, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't agree with that, man. Let me wish for them to bring back the game banging hard around here, man. They probably wouldn't be coming here. But gentrification's been happening for years. It's just we never understood what it meant. And look at places like East LA, man, that, you know, for years and years, you know, it was always known as the Mexican spot, or gang started or whatnot, whatever. But, you know, if you look at it, man, all the main gangbangers over there in LA, man, they're in fucking, you know, they're in then like in the suburbs in you know, LA and shit, like, you know, Compton, you know, LA, bro, you don't see the gangbangers over there in Hollywood and Los Angeles and shit. You see them in, what is the suburbs? It's, you know, like fucking Compton. Compton's a suburb. East LA's a suburb. You know, Hollerback. Those are suburbs, right? And then, you know, they made their way to motherfucking New York and started doing that shit in New York too. Brooklyn, Bronx. Started doing the gentrifying over there, man. But for some reason, they love coming to Latino neighborhoods, man. I don't, you know, if someone can explain that to me, why do the gentrifiers like to come to Latino hoods? Why nowhere else? They want to come to our hood all the time. Then the food started changing. You be having a restaurant, man, like a Mondo's, man, that was there, you know, they always had good food forever, man. Now this shit sucks. You know, they were known for their botanas, man. Everyone loved their botanas. Everyone loved, you know, the chunky burritos and all that, man. But when the gentrifiers came, I'm not gonna say white people because they all not white people. But when the gentrifiers came around, man, they basically, you know, everything changed. The vegan stuff, and I don't knock vegans or nothing, but you know, they came around, man, and you know, you had to change up, man. You know, you had to change up to how you say, please your, you know, your clientele, which became dumb. So stuff became different in certain places, certain restaurants, man. There was a fucking restaurant, man, over there in the neighborhood, man. Someone went on Facebook Live with a rant because he's been going to that restaurant his whole life. And I guess the people sold the restaurant, and these people talking about that, you know, you gotta make reservations now, some bullshit, man. Or you couldn't wear sound, some shit, man. But yeah, man, it's been a motherfucker with the gentrifying. But hey, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do, man? Because if someone offers you double, triple what you owe, or you pay or whatever, I mean, people's gonna be like, you know, they're gonna take that money. You don't know no one's circumstance. You don't know no one's situation. Hey, what's going on here? But anyways, man, let me end this video, dude. Southwest out, man.